Shalom, it's your boy DBD back again with another edition. So guys, if you've watched the video prior to this, where is the full video of the Simpsons depicting semen retention, I'm going to be breaking it down bit by bit and showing you guys things that you might have missed. So in the first scene, Homer and his wife were snuggling, just romancing, just chilling in the bed. And then the son came in saying that he can't sleep, he's having nightmares. Now, when the son came in and started to sleep with his mom and dad, it prevented Homer from sleeping with his wife. This triggered him to start semen retention by default. Now, he got angry and it triggered him to do something which he normally doesn't do. He went to work early. But why did he go to work early? Because he didn't deplete his life force. When you ejaculate, you deplete your life force, makes you tired, and then you don't go to work early because you need more time to sleep in order to rejuvenate your energy. But when he went to work early, his wife was shocked, which I'm going to show you.
Can't sleep, can't snuggle, gonna do the unthinkable.
Homie, what do you mean?
Gotta go to work early.
So as you can see, his wife was very shocked and surprised because it's an anomaly. It's a rare occasion for him to go to work early, meaning he always sleeps with his wife, depleting his life force, making him tired to go to work. But now I'm going to show you something which is to do with the prefrontal cortex, which I've been trying to show you guys in many of my previous videos, which you can check out. So now I'm going to show you a video.
Here.
So as you can see, it says that Homer has not used his brain for 1,377 days. I'm going to show you again. So as you can see, it says for 1,377 days, his brain was out of service. Why? It's showing you the prefrontal cortex, which is in the front of your forehead, the back of your forehead is your prefrontal cortex. The prefrontal cortex is basically your control unit in decision making, willpower, and you overall being decisive, knowing what you want to do, being direct, saying I want to do this. So basically, just like a person on a mission, you hit the target, you lock in, boom, and you secure the target. If that is out of service, you go with the flow, you become pacified, meaning you're easily influenced and easily swayed away. Basically, you're not in control. And that's what the elites, the government wants. They want man to be pacified, where you become a pushover, meaning that anything they put or implement, you just, yes sir, you comply. Now, I'm going to read a book to you which depicts and breaks down the prefrontal cortex of how high sex, people who participate in sex on a regular basis, or people who fap on a regular basis, who masturbate, watch pornography on a regular basis, what happens to your prefrontal cortex and how your grey matter shrinks, making you, just like Homer, pacified and not being able to really take control of your life, which I'm going to show you back. Dysfunctional prefrontal circuitry, just another terminology for prefrontal cortex, which we will break down as we go. And it says manifests as weakened willpower combined with hyperreactivity to additional cues. The prefrontal cortex resting behind the forehead, just as depicted in The Simpsons. Behind his forehead, the guy was sitting down, waiting for him to activate his prefrontal cortex, which he did accidentally by not sleeping with his wife that day and going to work early, is the seat of what scientists call the executive control. It supplies problem solving, attention planning, foreseeing consequences, and the regulation of goal-directed behavior. Do you know how important this is for any man? In order for him to accomplish his mission on this planet, you need these characteristics and these skills. And this is what these guys don't want us to utilize. They want you to relapse. They want you to masturbate. They want you to be hypersexually active, because the more you participate in these activities, your prefrontal cortex shrinks, your grey matter shrinks, which you're going to be breaking down. And it says the prefrontal cortex governs willpower and inhabits the behaviors which we might regret later. So now it's going to tell you the function of the prefrontal cortex, which we'll just read. It says to help us control impulses, the prefrontal cortex extends the two types of nerve pathways into our reward system: the go for it pathways and let's stop and think about it pathways. These pathways function as a gas pedal and brakes for the less reflective reward system. For example, if the emotional centers in our reward system, which is called the amygdala, urge you to punch your boss, your prefrontal cortex rapidly commutes the consequences and fires messages down the think about it pathways to inhibit you with additional with addition, the increasingly powerful go-getic pathways amplify cravings to use porn. With psychological weakened thinking about the pathways have harder time to inhabit your drive. Now, listen carefully. It's the neurological equivalent as the devil on one shoulder and the angel on the other, with the devil resembling King Kong. Physical evidence of dysfunctional prefrontal circuitry, meaning if the thing is damaged, can be observed from the fMRI studies, and specialized psychology tests can identify poorer, keyword, weaker, poorer executive control. There are now 13 studies, reporting altered prefrontal cortex or poorer executive function in hyper, no, in what's it called, in hyper, hyper profrontality in porn users and sex addicts. So people who are addicted to sex and porn have a weaker prefrontal cortex, just as depicted in The Simpsons. So they're showing you that if you as an individual participate in sex regularly or participate in masturbation porn regularly, your prefrontal cortex will be poorer and make you turn yourself to an Homer, which is Homer, where you become almost like a zombie-like state where you just go with the flow, you just pacify your weak man. And we need to reverse this. If we want to be in control of our destiny, you need that, because that thing will enable you to make better decisions, be accurate in what you want, and basically go achieve your mission. So if you want to achieve something in this time-space continuum, in this reality that we're living in right now, it is imperative for you to consider practicing semen retention, because it's going to take you to that next level. It's going to give you that competitive advantage towards the rest, because they're not going to be doing this. They're not going to be activating their prefrontal cortex, because of this prefrontal cortex is very, very important if you want to move forward in life. What is your boy DBD? We're going to be breaking this down. There's going to be more videos coming. Just like and subscribe. It's your boy checking out. Shalom.